Ambassador, the Honorable Burchell Whiteman, is a distinguished educator and a stalwart of the community college system in Jamaica. Having served as principal of York Castle High School, he broke new ground as the founding principal of Brownstown Community College. Along with the late Helen Stills of Knox Community College and our own Ted Dwyer, Ambassador Whiteman was among the chief cornerstones of community colleges in Jamaica. He entered representational politics in 1989 and shortly after was named to the cabinet, where he served as Minister of Education, Youth and Culture, and later as Minister of Information. It was during his tenure as Minister of Education that the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica, the CCCJ Act, was passed, thus solidifying the role of community colleges in the Jamaican tertiary education landscape. After retiring from political office, he took up the mantle of High Commissioner to the United Kingdom and Ambassador to several countries in Europe. The quintessential public servant, Ambassador Whiteman has offered his service in many capacities, including that of Chairman of the University Council of Jamaica and as a member of the Prime Ministerial Advisory Team. He currently serves as Acting President of the University of Technology in Jamaica. A humble man of integrity, truly honorable, not only in title but in his way of life. Ambassador Whiteman is eminently qualified to address us this afternoon. So, ladies and gentlemen, please make the ambassador welcome. Sir, we welcome you to address us.
Okay. Madam Chairperson, Chair of the Committee of Management, Mrs. Patricia Sinclair McAdam, my President, Reverend Everett Galbraith, Reverend Dr. Philip Robinson, Mr. McCarthy, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all students and friends, I thank you for the privilege of sharing this very special occasion with you. And I have to say, apart from anything else, that I've been enjoying myself this afternoon. And one of the great contributors to it has been the musical ensemble that we had here. And if they need a manager, I'm willing to offer my services. Played good jazz, and frankly, that arrangement of Redemption Song was absolutely out of this world. It's a good afternoon, and it's a very memorable afternoon. And I hope not to spoil it by speaking too long from this position. You know, I never heard the late Ted Dwyer say this, what I'm about to say. But I wouldn't be surprised if he did say at some point in his career, of course there was Excelsior Community College, and then there were some others. Of course, he would have been right. And even though I would have belonged to one of the others, I have no problem acknowledging that Excelsior led the way. Being the pioneer institution, being the pioneer founding principle, being the path breaker, the innovator, was undoubtedly consistent with the tradition and legacy of the founder of EXED, the Honorable A. Wesley Powell, one of the truly extraordinary and visionary icons of the Jamaican education sector, as we have all celebrated this afternoon. It is indeed fitting that as we celebrate 40 years in the life and growth of this remarkable and highly successful tertiary institution, we should identify and honor those who conceived of, led, directed, and most important, inspired its continuing development. Let me at the outset also acknowledge the current leadership of the Excelsior Community College and congratulate the institution on archiving the records which ensure at least two good things. The first is that the specific steps which have been taken, the developments which ensued, are available to support any challenges which external bodies of any kind may make. The second value of archiving and keeping documents is that future decisions can be based on objective and thoughtful analysis of the different elements which comprise the rich history of this institution. I never tire of drawing on the observation of the late great Jamaican philosopher, Ralston Milton Nettleford, Rex to most of us, who reminded us of the importance of looking back as we chart a course for the future. He used the metaphor of the motorist, pointing out the risks in driving forward if you do not constantly check your rearview mirror. So today we give thanks to those who have provided us all and the many thousands, as we've been reminded by the speaker from the alumni, the many thousands who have had the Excelsior Community College experience with the rich heritage into which we have entered and the brighter future which they have helped us to make possible. I am privileged to have known and been in some way associated with all of the three past principals of the Excelsior Community College, and I selfishly and unashamedly admit to the vicarious benefits of even the slightest points of contact and association with them. As the proverbial Jamaican mother of an earlier time is reported to have told her offspring, you must mix up with good people so other people will respect you. Well, that was my situation here. Thomas Edward Dwyer, Ted, was a friend and colleague. As founding principal, visionary, innovator, challenger of orthodoxy and of bureaucratic excesses, he was able to overcome every difficulty which a fledgling institution could have. His passion, his determination, his energy, and his skills as a leader and manager ensured that failure was not an option. Maxine Lyons tells the story very well. I quote her. She said, "This determination to succeed and grow forced Ted to become very creative." She recalls the conversion, which I'm sure some of us remember, of the old JOS buses and the shipping containers into classrooms. We're a long way from that now. But there's a story that Maxine tells. She says, in the 1990s, the Nursing Council of Jamaica did not accept CSEC, we called it CXC in those days, office procedures as a subject for entry to the nursing profession, nursing program. There was an applicant who needed one subject for entry, and she had passed office procedures with a grade 1. She had been refused. The news caught the ears of Ted Dwyer. After investigating the content of the syllabus, the office procedure syllabus, he discovered that it entailed the preparation of reports, letters, petty cash, among other things. To this discovery, Ted responded, "So what happened? The nurses not write reports." He immediately went to his car, so the story goes, and drove to the Nursing Council's office, informed the registrar what the subject entailed, and remarked, "You better take the picnic." A letter followed shortly. The student was accepted immediately into the program. For Ted, social justice meant empowering the powerless and the voiceless. His outreach to the Matthews Lane community and the provision of training for those in need reflected just that. He functioned well at the micro level as he did at the macro level. In an attempt to lobby for the continuation of community colleges in Jamaica and to secure their permanence, along with other distinguished educators such as Helen Stills, he piloted the formation of the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica, with principals and vice principals of other community colleges. He became the first chairman. The body later received legal personality as the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica. Ted received several awards, including the Order of Distinction Officer Class, the Musgrave Medal, and the Jamaica Teachers Association Honor Roll. In her 2011 tribute, to quote Maxine for the last time, Maxine cited Anatole France, who wrote, and I quote, "To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream, not only plan, but also believe," end of quote. She concluded, Thomas Edward Dwyer accomplished great things because he believed, He dreamt, he planned, he acted. End of quote. To that I would simply say, I concur. And all of us here are better for his vision and his action. In another setting, we would all say, Amen. When Delia Ripoll received the baton, she wasted no time in sprinting ahead. Charting new courses, she forged partnerships and alliances with several institutions and professional organizations, locally, regionally, and internationally, facilitating the college's pride of place as a significant member of the Jamaican tertiary education sector. Under her stewardship, the college experienced sustained growth and institutional strengthening, improved program offerings, including bachelor's degrees, accreditation of a significant number of the college's associate and bachelor's degrees by the University Council of Jamaica, acquisition of properties by the institution in response to the growing demands and changing needs of the college's target market, and contributing to the well-being of staff and the less privileged in our society, particularly those in the neighboring college communities. One of her interventions was the establishment of the Excelsior Community College Community Empowerment Program, which to date has been providing training for unattached and at-risk youth. Dr. Ripoll made a unique contribution as the consolidator after the vision of Ted Dwyer had been launched. A consolidator who also expanded the college's partnership networks and advanced its repositioning in the local, regional, and international landscape of tertiary education. Our dearly beloved Nadine Scott continued to uphold the legacy of our founder, the late A. Wesley Powell, and played her part in enriching the work of her predecessors. The college benefited from her contributions, which include, but are not limited to, the establishment of the Health and Wellness Center, the relocation of the School of Performing Arts to a campus at Church Street, development of the School of Engineering, Logistics, and Built Environment, infrastructural developments at all the campuses. She also strengthened the quality assurance dimension of the college's work in different areas across the university, involving the university, across the college, involving the University Council of Jamaica, and supported by a new partnership with the Association of Community Colleges of Canada, ACCC, for the development of a logistics management project through the CARICOM Education for Employment program. Her impact on the religious life of the college and her advocacy in upholding the Methodist ethos were demonstrated in the institutional programs which she instituted. Her service and reputation at the national, regional, and international level also did much in a relatively short time to enhance the already impressive profile of this Excelsior Community College. And ladies and gentlemen, in this day and age, when intolerance, crassness, and selfishness seem to be the order of the day in many places, many parts of our society, let us not forget the value of personal attributes which contribute so much to effective leadership. Nadine Scott will be remembered for her personable disposition and her irresistible, warm, and endearing smile, her inclusiveness, willingness to listen to and address the concerns of others, and her firmness in standing for what she believed was right were significant elements of her leadership. So, the collective impact of these three outstanding Jamaican educational managers has ensured that Excelsior Community College has not only expanded in reach, as we have been reminded, and quality, but has been a unique example of what can be accomplished when there is a shared vision, clear articulation of the institutional mission, and effective delivery on the commitments given. Jamaica and the region see Excelsior Community College as an institution which has gone about its business, not depending on fanfare, sideshows, or on any aggressive marketing campaign. It has allowed its work and its achievements to do the talking. It has walked the walk so that its graduates and the larger community can confidently talk the talk. So as we mark this milestone, this major milestone, where do we go from here? 10 years after Excelsior Community College was established, the percentage of the age cohort in Jamaica accessing tertiary education was, depending on which criteria used, somewhere around 8%, 0.8%. Current estimates place the figure at around 24%, and some say it's higher. There is no doubt that real progress has been made on that front, and the community colleges have made a major contribution to that achievement. Yes, you clap yourselves, as Ms. Lou, a former graduate of Excelsior, would say. In 2012, the combined colleges under the CCJ umbrella claimed with justification to be the fastest growing element in the tertiary sector. But numbers are fine. What of quality and relevance? There are good answers to both those questions. Thanks to the work of the CCCJ and the University Council of Jamaica, coupled with the commitment and application of the colleges themselves, standards are maintained and quality development remains high on the planning and program agenda of the institutions. In terms of relevance, the flexibility and responsiveness of community colleges give them an advantage in meeting the needs of the populations which they serve. However, the reality of today suggests that the products of our tertiary sector need to be equipped to display the versatility, the innovative capacity, entrepreneurial awareness, and the attitude of mind which will help them to navigate the uncertainties of a very uncertain future. Quite apart from learning a specific set of skills and absorbing a particular body of knowledge, the graduate will also need to be able to respond to change, which we all accept is now the only constant. The fact that the processes and knowledge being imparted now in our higher educational institutions may become obsolete by the time our students graduate with their certification means that we need a paradigm shift in our approach to teaching and learning. The primary consideration is that we must equip our students to be able to adapt and apply what they have learned in the changing environment that they will face. There is no doubt that it is high-level skills and know-how that will contribute to will continue to be the primary factor in the advancement of science, technology, and production throughout the world economy. In that context, I want to suggest that given the rapid pace at which change is taking place in relation to methods of production, products themselves, services, and the technologies, we need to embrace the concept of being a learning society as well as a knowledge society. A. Wesley Powell wanted to ensure that people kept on learning, even when others said they had reached the end, as they had been seen by some. They should keep on learning. And one more thing, I'm about to close now. Let us give due recognition to the value of the arts and their relationship to creativity and to the individual's sense of self and sense of wholeness. All the Excelsior Community College principals that whom we celebrate today demonstrated this value in their personal lives and their professional successes. So, ladies and gentlemen, our community colleges are equal to the future. They will not only be able to survive and grow, but will become of even greater importance to our society and its development if we continue to focus on the genuine all-round empowerment of individuals, which was the vision of Wesley Powell nearly 84 years ago, Ted Dwyer, Dede Ripoll, and Nadine Scott, and which the present leadership of the Excelsior Community College has clearly embraced. Congratulations to you on this milestone, and may the next 40 years be crowned with abundant success. Thank you.
At this time, a presentation will be made on behalf of the college to Ambassador Whiteman by Mrs. Gwyneth Jackson, head of the School of Business and Entrepreneurial Studies. And oh, you're right here, sir. Please.
Ambassador Whiteman. I must also say that I knew all three principals, just like you. I was here as a student when Mr. Dura was principal. And as Marlon spoke about the Lord, it was a serious thing. Even today, as faculty, I really don't go on the Lord. It made that impression on me. I just want to tell you thank you. Your presentation has been so profound. It took us on a journey in that it showed us where we were coming from. And it reminded us that we have had three principals who have been fighters, who fought for everything that we have and everything that we represent today. And you also charged us and you gave us enough material for us to plan for the future. I represent the ECC family in St. Louis, sir. Thank you so much for coming and adding so graciously to this, this event. And we just want to tell you, don't be a stranger. We love you and we'd like for you to come again whenever we have any function. Thank you so much.
Can't miss the Kodak moments. Miss, you got that? Yes, wonderful.